Okay. Alright. I have to make this video because I am very, very upset at a lot of things I have been seeing out of Dead by Daylight as of late. And if some of you disagree with me, that's fine. Put it in the comments. I will be happy to answer anything you have to say in the comments. In 25 minutes, I'm going to try my best to explain to you my gripe with DVD at the moment. Because there's a huge fucking thing to be said here. A very huge thing. So, as of late, everyone knows I'm a killer main. I love playing killer. Killer is my jam, you know. This is the shit that I eat, sleep, shit, and breathe killer. I know almost every killer inside and out. I know their abilities, their perks, their like special traits. Hell, I even know most of their backstories, like the back of my own hand. So if there's anyone who's going to tell you, like, what is wrong with playing killer, don't let it be me. But let it be me at the same time, because I'm part of your community. I'm a very big part of your community, too. Not big in the terms of, like, people who watch me, but I'm big in that I'm very into this. I've spent a lot of time, money, like, blood, sweat, tears on this game, and I want to see it prosper. But in order to do that, some shit needs to change. For one, the fucking gen rush. I saw a video of a guy who got into a game as Clown. He was playing Clown, he got into the game, he saw someone, started chasing them. As soon as he hit them, which was 28 seconds into the game, I believe, bam, gen got done. And gens followed through quickly after that, and I was like, this is an unlucky game. You got a bunch of toolboxes, prove thyself, yada yada. Alright, I thought nothing of it. I moved on with my life. Until I hopped on 2 days ago, and yeah, same thing happened. 3 times in a row. 3. I went into a game, boom, gens got done. First fucking minute of the game. And I counted. I have the clips. Minute. The first minute of the game. Bam, bam, bam. Gens getting done like that. It was fucking ridiculous. And sometimes, you want to take a look? I've been using Doctor to gain blood points because, you know, of course, Doctor is blood point god. And I've been using this build to mitigate gen repair progress. And this did nothing. This did fucking nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. It didn't help that half of the time I couldn't use my Pop Goes the Weasel because I got maps with infinites. And Doctor sucks at dealing with infinites because his zap is too inconsistent now. It's too inconsistent. It's fucking ridiculous. I can't use Pop because they're infinites and I keep running those. And Doctor's not an infinite being fucking dealing with infinites. So what am I trying to say? I'm saying gens get done way, way too fucking quickly. And to make matters worse, they nerfed Ruin. They nerfed Ruin, and I swear to God, I read that the press release, or not the press release, but the patch notes when this change was coming out, and the wording they used. Let me see if I can pull it up, because the wording they used was so fucking survivor-sided. It was absolutely ridiculous. I was like, what is this? You can't be serious, Dead by Daylight. Ruin nerf patch notes. Let me read this out to you. So basically, for those of you who don't know, Ruin got the nerf that, from the way it used to be, is that when you hit a good skill check with Ruin, it would regress the generator by 5%. That way, you only had to hit great skill checks, and great skill checks didn't progress it anymore. So, they said, this is what they said in Hex Ruin and Gatekeeper update. The upcoming mid-chapter update will also include a major overhaul to Hex Ruin and an associated update to the Gatekeeper emblem. Recent data shows that Hex Ruin is used in over 80% of all games in red ranks, and across the entire user base it appears in about 45% of all games. We took a close look at the perk to identify what makes it so frustrating to play against. To play against, not to use. If you are willing to look at what makes it frustrating to go against, you are willing to look into why it is used so goddamn much, and why people say Hex Ruin is so goddamn core, because it fucking is. Because the gens get done super quickly, and Ruin is the only thing we have to fight against it. It's fucking, you know the meme where the kid's like laying down in his bed and there's the guy blocking it off? Well, the kid is us. The guy is Hex Ruin, and the shit that's getting thrown at him is the Gen Rush. And guess what? Hex Ruin can't withstand that. Not all the time. Either in red ranks, sometimes they'll just work right through it, because they're good at hitting skill checks. They're good at the game, so they can just breeze through that shit like it's nothing. It's gone. And it's a hex perk. So guess what? If you get unlucky and your totem's right there when a survivor spawns in, fuck you. There's your only gen slowdown perk. Kiss it goodbye. It's gone forever. Fuck you. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. Fuck you. Good night. So let's take a look. So 3 key issues were identified that were making it frustrating to play against. It's punishment of new players or those who can't hit great skill checks. Newer players try to help veterans with generator repairs tend to make the situation worse rather than better. The passive nature of the gameplay pressure it provides means that there is a huge amount of potential with very little effort or risk on behalf of the killer. It is inconsistency due to the random nature of the appearance interval of skill checks. Well, let me see. Let's go down the list, shall we, and explain why this was our only hope, and it got shut down like Obi-Wan Kenobi getting fucked by the Empire. There is no light anymore. So it's punishment of new players or those who can't hit great skill checks. Newer players trying to help veterans with the generator repairs tend to make the situation worse rather than better. Alright, this is something this is the one thing in this press release. I keep saying press release. In these patch notes that I fucking agree with. Fine. New players can't hit great skill checks. But this is a good way also to practice. You can't hit great skill checks? Well, it punishes you. And this teaches new players that it lets them practice their skill checks a little bit. So once they got the hang of hitting the goods, they'll hit the greats, yada yada yada. I do think sometimes it can be a bit too punishing, but you know, that's the problem. It is too punishing. It's supposed to be that way. Maybe fix your ranking system, and new players wouldn't be paired with veteran players in the first place to make the situation worse. Think about that one? But other than that, yeah, I can see it. 2. The passive nature of the gameplay pressure means gameplay pressure it provides means that there is a huge amount of potential with very little effort or risk on behalf of the killer. Incorrect. Its very fucking existence is a risk. As a hex perk, you risk having one of your perks completely gone. It is gone. If someone breaks that totem, you're fucked. You kiss your asshole goodbye. You're fucked. Let's say, hey, behavior. Have you ever run a full hex build on a killer like the Huntress? Our Huntress is very good, but sometimes she relies on some perks to make her better. Barbecue and chili, fucking this shit that makes her better. Barbecue and chili, Ruin, all this shit that she uses to be better. Or, God, my thick boy hasn't been having a very fun time as of late. His power is very lackluster. Please give Clown some love. But for Clown, if you run a full hex build on Clown, and all of those totems are gone, well, guess what? Fuck you. You have no perks. That's the thing. That's the whole risk of running a hex perk. That's why hex perks are so fucking god, because they're hex perks. You don't see any changes coming to Devour Hope, do you? Any changes to Devour Hope? Because that provides a huge amount of gameplay pressure, a monstrous amount of gameplay pressure. Survivors are insta-down. Once you get 3 tokens, they're insta-down. Boom, 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 down, down, down. 5 tokens, you can kill them without a Mori. Oh, but guess what? High risk. It's a hex perk. If someone finds that totem, kiss all of that goodbye. 3rd seal. Oh no, you hit someone. Survivors can't see each other. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Oh, just find the hex totem, break it. Now she's down a perk. Whoop-a-dee-doo. We fixed it. We fucking did it. What do you mean there's no risk? Oh no, the gens are slowed. What do? Find the totem. That's always been the thing. Find the totem. Find the totem. And 9 times out of 10, they don't have they don't have much trouble finding the totem. You can go back and look at any of my VODs where I use Ruin, and I swear to God, that thing will be gone in the first 5 fucking seconds of the game half the time. It's bullshit. Half the time I'm in the middle of a chase, and I'm like, oh yeah, we have time. And then Ruin gets broken, and I'm like, well, fuck, we don't have time anymore. And then like that, the gens start a-popping like clockwork. It's gone. Fuck that. And let's see. Ruin was our best gen defense perk. Easily. No one will argue with that. Ruin was the one thing that we had, the best thing that we had to defend against gens. Well, let's see. What else do we got after Ruin's gone? Well, we have Overcharge, but that requires us to actively kick generators. And 9 times out of 10, we're going to be too busy chasing or hooking people to be able to kick the generator. So that's kind of a moot point. Even though it is very good when you do manage to kick a gen, 9 times out of 10, though, you're not going to be able to. Well, what else do we got? We got Pop Goes the Weasel. Once again, it requires you to kick the gen. So the same thing, you have to go out of your way to make sure the gen, and it eliminates killers that have setup. Let's say you run Pop Goes the Weasel and Overcharge on Trapper. Trapper has to set up the game. He's not going to have time to go around and kick gens. He's not going to have that time because he needs to put down his traps. Hag isn't going to have time to go around and kick gens because she needs to set up the playing field. It's not good on these killers. Well, what else do we got? Okay. Well, we have... let's see. Does Spirit have anything? So I know Pig doesn't. Ah, yes. We have Discordance. Discordance. Anytime 2 survivors are on a generator, it's highlighted in yellow for you. That helps eliminate the gen rush, right? Well, kind of. It helps highlight when the gen rush, where the gen rush is happening, when and where it is happening. So yeah, boom, gen rush is happening, just fucking go over to that bitch. Stab it. Well, there's the problem. You have to, once again, actively use your time as a killer to go and stop it. That doesn't do anything if you have other things to do. Once again, if you have setup to do, then you're fucked. Good night to that gen. What else do we got? Well, we got Corrupt Intervention. Corrupt Intervention blocks off the 3 farthest gens from you at the start of the match for 130 seconds at max, I think. It's something like that at max. Point is, it's pretty fucking good. Well, 1, it's on a time limit, so it's not going to last forever. And 2, it's only 3 gens. And 3, it's the farthest gens from you. So you have to walk to the other side of the map. Granted, that's probably where survivors are going to spawn. But that means you're going to have a hell of a big... you're going to have a... excuse me. You're going to have a hell of a lot of issues if the survivors are crouching around with Urban Evasion. They're just going to go to the other side of the map and do those gens instead. Good night, Corrupt Intervention. What else do we got? Surge. Surge requires you to actively down a survivor, and it doesn't affect all gens. It only affects what's in your terror radius, basically. What else do we got? That's it. That's fucking it. What? Dead Man's Switch? After hooking the Obsession, when activated, any survivor that stops repairing a generator before it's fully repaired causes the enemy to block the generator until Dead Man's Switch effect ends? Well, guess what? If a survivor is far away from the Death Slinger, they're not going to stop working on that gen. They're going to keep doing that until you're right fucking next to them. I've seen it. People will sacrifice themselves to finish gens, and guess what? You can do nothing about it. You can't do anything about it. God forbid you play a killer like Wraith or Trapper, who have either an ability that is lackluster and doesn't help them finish chases quickly and get around the map quickly, or an ability that doesn't provide you a lot of map pressure but requires a lot of time to set up. This isn't okay. You're not... No, this is not what it's supposed to do. Alright, let's cover the last one really quick in the last 11 minutes that I have. It's inconsistency due to the random nature of the appearance interval of skill checks. Well, yeah, true. It is inconsistent due to the appearance interval of skill checks. But how is it inconsistent, you may ask? Well, if no skill checks appear, then Ruin is basically useless. However, it's also inconsistent to the player level you're dealing with. If you have veteran survivors, they're just going to work right through it. They're going to hit those grates. They're going to bam, bam, boom, bop, gen. Done, game, exit, open, they're gone. Say goodbye. If you get a lot of skill checks and you can't capitalize on it, guess what? That's also a moot point. If you get a lot of skill checks but someone gets the totem early on, well, guess what? That's also a moot point. There are a lot of variables. It's inconsistent on all fronts. There's a lot of problems with it, yeah. But there are a lot of problems with other perks too. And I don't see those getting touched. And the main thing that pisses me off is that they do this. They make all these changes to Hex Ruin, and then, what do? What do they fucking do? Well, it's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. If you need to, I have a fucking clip on Instagram somewhere. And if you need that proof, then I will gladly send it to you. Hit me up on my Instagram, General Grievous 122112, I think. They buff toolboxes. I'm sorry, they rework toolboxes. 20 charges. But those 20 charges can get you more than half the gen done. Or at least a quarter of the gen done. God forbid you bring a fucking commodious toolbox. Not that many add-ons on my survivors because I don't play them too often. Commodious toolbox with some of the best charge add-ons. Well, guess what? Say goodbye to that generator. That's going up. That's going up. As quick as you can say, oh, fuck me, there's a generator. A generator is done. And a second one is probably almost done too. Point is, they don't seem to understand that this shit is getting done too fast. And despite, I swear, almost everyone in the community, Tide Time, True Talent, Bricky, Oatstarva, fucking everyone is like, gens are done way too fast. Nerf this shit. Behavior's like, nah, fam, you'll live. We'll give you some new Meg cosmetics. You'll be fine. No, asshole, we won't. I won't, at least. I won't sit by and let Meg's new fucking tennis outfit distract me from the shit that's broken. The shit that needs to be fixed. Revert this back to its original state, and then I won't complain about gens. But until you do, either fix that, either make that the way it was, or get rid of gens. Or not get rid of gens, but nerf gen repair speed. Make it longer. Because as of now, this shit is done too fast. It is absolutely insane. It is insane how quick these gens get done, guys. And please, if you see this video and you have any way of contacting behavior, I've used any way that I can to do that. If you have any way of getting in touch with behavior, that, like, someone who can make an executive decision on this kind of thing, then please do, because this shit needs to stop. Please. God damn. It's ridiculous. And the worst part about it all is when I try to use new Ruin, same shit happens with old Ruin. It gets broken immediately. Immediately. Just like, God, the decision making on behavior is like, what the fuck? And this Doctor Nerf is fine. I'm okay with it. But you also tied it in with the Ruin nerf. And that's not cash money. At all. You can see I'm reverting back to my, like, dude bro status. But, like, I'm still fucking pissed, dude. This shit isn't okay. It's not okay. And like I said, if you can get this video to behavior, please do. Because it needs to be said. This shit needs to stop. Bring this to an attention of someone who's a fog whisperer. Because they have a say in the Dead by Daylight community. A bigger one. Fucking get goddamn polyester on it. Polyester. He's gonna fucking do something. Probably. Hopefully. God, I hope. Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this game being held down by this glaring flaw. And I can't say to my friends, yeah, play Killer. Killer is so much fun. Because while it is fun in certain scenarios, in others you're gonna get fucked. At the rank I'm at, that's another thing. The ranking system, I'll probably make a separate video on that. But the ranking system is fucked too. Right now, as a purple rank, I have been getting only red ranked or only brown ranked survivors. I have pictures to prove it if you need them, but it's fucked. Like I said, if you need any proof, please get in contact with me. I will supply you with proof. I have plenty of proof to give, my friends. Good God. If I could edit clips in, I would. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for letting me fucking chew on your ear for a bit. But, God, just, oh yeah, and I've been constantly running Franklin's too, because I've been running into a lot of keys. That's just a side rant, but like, god damn, I've been running into a lot of fucking keys. What is with all the keys? I have no idea. There's so many fucking keys, dude. This guy got a key, this guy got a key, this guy got a key, that guy's got a key. Oh yeah, and because, and it's so survivor-sided too. It feels like behavior's like, yeah, you want to play killer? We're gonna punish you for that. Fuck you. Fuck you, get out of our face. Go buy the new cosmetics. That's all. Thank you for listening.